Namaste, dear listeners, and welcome to the iWatch channel Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. If you haven't as yet, please click on the subscribe button, like, and share this podcast so that other people can benefit from my deep insights. Now, I'm going to go straight into it. I've got a question from a regular client of mine, and this is with regards to negative energy in the house and how do they come. How does it enter the house and how to get rid of it? So I'm basically going to discuss how does negative energy breathe in the home, and I'll create a separate podcast on how to nullify its energy. But it's important to understand energy first. How does energy? How does it? How does it move? What is energy? Now I'm not sure if you guys know what mycelium is, but mycelium is a fungus that it spreads underground. Now, this fungus, it creates a network of connections between all the plant species, something like the internet, no different from the internet, which allows them not only to communicate but also to care, to protect and feed themselves. So they supply themselves with water, and when a tree in the forest is cut down, the mycelium communicates to many trees in the forest that one of them is dying, and all the other trees, through the mycelium, begins to care for the remaining trunk to save that life. So they feed it with water and protect it because the dying trunk is part of the forest family. Everything has a language, and it is a universal language. So we learn to reconnect with this non-verbal language, understanding that we are all part of the same thing. We are neither superior nor inferior. We are like children who still have a lot to learn from our older brothers, and the older brothers are our trees, the forest, and above all, Mother Earth, basically. So energy itself doesn't communicate through English or any language. Energy communicates through either its healing capabilities or its destructive capabilities, like electricity. Electricity can be used to light your house up, or it can be used to burn your house down. It all depends on how the energy is and who's using it. For example, okay, let's not, we kind of understand that how energy, what energy is. It can be used to help you, it can be used to destroy you. So negative energy is definitely not energy that is used to, or it's not energy that can help you. It's not positive, and negative energy is the opposite of positive. So how does it enter your home? We must understand that your thoughts, your words, your actions, they are all giving off energy. It's a sharing of energy. Every time you think something negative, every time you speak something negative, and every time your senses are beyond your logic, every time you lose your shit in the house, you lose control, and you are screaming and shouting and doing all of these things. You're giving off negative energy, which is being stored. This energy gets stored into everything in your home. We're talking about your curtains, your settees, your table, your clothing. What do you think happens after a considerable period of time where you are negative over a considerable period of time? What do you think your home will become? Every part of your home starts to give off that very same negative energy. This is how consecration works. Consecration means to charge a place or to charge something up through mantras or through positive thoughts and words, and mantras is how you do it. But negative energy starts to breathe in the home, and they start to breathe in the things. They start to attach themselves. The energy itself is attached to the things. It's a charged up energy, but it's a negative energy. It's a very low vibration. And this is the energy that it gives off. Your house starts to give off this energy. Why do you think sometimes you may come from work, you're absolutely tired, right? And days that you don't go to work, you're absolutely tired. But when you go to work, you're quite fine. Why is it whenever you're out of the house, you're fine, but the moment you get home, you're absolutely miserable? Have you ever encountered that? Do you feel sick at home? Do you feel miserable? Do you feel lethargic? Do you suffer from inertia? Do you feel stagnant in the house? But the moment you leave the house, you're quite fine. There's nothing wrong with you. There's a problem that's in the home. The energy based on your thoughts. So whoever is living in that house, that the house itself is brooding negative energy. But where did it come from? It came from the very pieces of life that has been living there, giving off negative energy in thought, word, and action. Also, if you look at the things that you eat, if you have a lot of, if you're a non-vegetarian, no, I don't like to say this, but it is what it is. Um, consuming of meat, alcohol in the house, not sweeping your house, not mopping your house, not cleaning your house, the clutter of things, your house is not spacious. Everything is, everything is just congested in your home. This holds on to negative energy. The colors of your home. If your house is very dark in color, any color, but it has a dark in color, it holds on to negative energy. If you go into any place of worship, you will never find that place of worship dark in color. They are generally very light. Why? Because the more darker in color it is, the more it holds on to dark, heavy energy. It's quite obvious. You don't have to be an astrologist or a medium like me to understand this. It's quite logical. Also, if you look at the scent of the home, you got to make sure that your home is well lit up. It has to be well scented because this helps to nullify energy. But we'll talk about this on my next podcast. But negative energy, in most cases, is happening because of your way of life, the way you think, speak, and the way you live, and the way you handle your affairs at home, what you put in the home. For me, I will never keep alcohol in my home, never will allow it in my home. Why? Because this is a spirit, and that therefore they call it a spirit. They call it a spirit because spirits live in them. And as much as you will want to disagree because you love alcohol, the consequences of this is dire. You will never be able to attain high frequency if you consume alcohol. Maybe if you're a person who meditates often and you're nullifying its energy, then maybe you can get away. But it also depends on how much of alcohol you do have. So alcohol is a big no. Anything that will drop the vibration down, it's alcohol, narcotics, it's meat, food that has been killed. Fundamentally, that's what it is. It's very low in vibration. That animal that has been killed, do you think it was very happy when it was killed? Do you think that animal was vibrating high? No, that animal was absolutely shit scared. That animal was so scared that it started to release oxytocin, or the stress hormone, in the bloodstream. It starts to release the stress hormone which floods the bloodstream. And when that animal is killed, that's the hormone that is in the bloodstream that is poison to its body. What do you think is happening in your home when you're keeping dead meat, when you're keeping meat that has been killed in your home with no life in it? So I hope you understand, and you can follow my next podcast on how to nullify its energy. All right. So thank you very, very much, dear listeners. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't as yet. Like and share my podcast. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Namah Shivaya, Hari Bol, and goodbye.